Derek. Whew. He's right. I'll tell you why I played that soundbite in a second, but don't forget, we're broadcasting from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. Go to stormsbrothersjunk.com. Get rid of that unwanted junk from around the office, the construction site, or the house. Either way, they're going to help you out. Again, stormsbrothersjunk.com. Tomorrow is going to be the 5-year anniversary of the show. The reason I played this soundbite,
Suck my fat one!
Because I know all the little rumblings from a bunch of dick fucks that I used to work with. Not all of them, but there's a few people, negative Nancy's out there that are like, he ain't gonna last. He's gonna come crawl back. And I gotta be honest, there was a couple times where I almost crawled back. I got an offer, and then the old boss was just essentially wanting me to beg. And I was just like, nah. I remember telling Mike Evans, I was like, I'm not going to beg for it. So if they really want me, then yeah, bring it back. But then things changed. That person got, let go, and they're moving forward again. And I'm happy for that radio station. But it's one of those things. It was a very interesting time in my life to leave the radio station that I had been with for 18 years, help produce one of the best sports talk shows in the country. And being a huge part of that was a huge milestone, a huge accomplishment in my career. And then to walk away from that because, I just, it wasn't a healthy relationship anymore. Basically, she became a bitch. And I was like, girl, we need to break up. And she's like, don't you fucking leave me. You ain't gonna do shit. Who's gonna blow you like I blow you? We're like, I don't know. I'll just blow myself. Anyway. And I did not plan on saying that, but hey, things happen, guys. Things happen. I'm excited though. It's the fact that it's the 5-year anniversary. I'm sitting on the couch yesterday, and my wife's just like, "Oh my God, Tuesday's your 5-year anniversary." And I'm like, "Holy crap! I probably should have scheduled something cool, but I can't think of anything." And I'm notorious for calling people up at the last second, being like, "Hey, you want to pop on?" They're like, "Dude, no, I'm on an airplane." Then don't answer. You're gonna make the plane crash, you dick. Anyway. I'm excited. The show's changed so much. Today, by the way, yes, we will get into the sports section. Got a lot coming your way. I'll tease that here in a minute. But this show has changed a lot from the very beginning. Very beginning was, I don't even know. It was just whatever the hell I felt like talking about. And then it evolved into kind of a news show, as in structured news, say 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock news type of setting, news, and then end with sports. And then this year I was like, let's do 2 episodes that are sports focused and 2 episodes that are news focused. And obviously, a sense of humor is going to be heavily sprinkled as much as possible, but especially when it comes to sports, trying to be as blunt and honest as possible, because that is something that just really bugs me about the sports world, especially as somebody that was in the sports world since 2002. And there's a lot of times guys will say things on the air very bluntly, and then they have to pull it back, dial it back once they get in behind a microphone. And it sucks because I know that they want to be honest, but they can't always be honest. Some of the guys, they do it, but they still have to tiptoe because of FCC and cancel culture and just, people, are very offended by shit. But anyway, I'm just excited. I'm so excited for today's show.
You have a massive erection.
Well, that is for tomorrow. I'm excited for today's show. Sorry, I got confused. I have a very confused direction right now. What the fuck is going on with my brain? I don't know. Oh, Oh, somebody wants to chime in. In regards to tomorrow being the 5-year anniversary,
Scott DeHuff is great.
D-Mac, thank you.
Scott DeHuff is great.
Okay, thanks.
Scott DeHuff is great.
Enough! Okay? You can say it twice. You say it a third time. Just loses all meaning. Okay? Christ almighty. Kids. He's not a kid. He's old. Anyway, my brain is bouncing all over the place. Holy poop on a stick. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the show. Interact any way you can. And enable all those notifications so anytime I put out a new episode, you'll be notified. Like I was saying earlier, we got a great show coming your way. The NBA released their finalists for MVP, sixth man, as well as clutch player. And guess what? We got 3 total Denver Nuggets in those lists. So that's pretty cool because there's only 3 finalists. So that kind of tells you what kind of year the Denver Nuggets are having. The LA Dodgers are accusing the Colorado Rockies of cheating. To quote it, it's a bit fishy. Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody's being the C word. I'll tell you who in just a little bit. Oh, goodness gracious. I almost said it. I almost said the C word alert. We don't need to be playing that alarm. It's somebody's being cunty. Oh my God, I said it.
C-word alert. C-word alert.
We'll get into that. We got an NFL star who it was announced that when he was in college, he was basically wearing clown shoes. He was wearing shoes that were almost 2 full sizes bigger than they were supposed to. He was wearing a 10.5 shoe. Now he was wearing size 12 in college. What the fuck? How do you make that mistake? Classic guy. He's lying about his shoe size. And then coming up right around the corner, A.J. Brown. Where's he going? I'll tell you, courtesy of Adam Schefter. But let's do this. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into that sports section.
He's walked the hallowed grounds of Folsom Field, Coors Field, and Mile High Stadium.
He runs to the 50. He runs to the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
It's time for Sports with DeHuff.
I got to be honest, guys. I think I blacked out halfway through that first segment. It was a little weird. You're welcome. You're welcome. And you're probably thinking, yeah, no kidding, DeHuff. No kidding. Guys, A.J. Brown looks to be heading to the Patriots, but not yet. Not yet. For more on that, let's jump in with Adam Schefter. He was on Get Up on ESPN with Mike Greenberg this morning.
A trade is tracking to happen between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots post-June 1. Post-June 1, because that's when the Eagles can split up A.J. Brown's salary cap charge and not be crippled financially by making the trade now. That is why you will not get a trade of A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots or anywhere else during draft week, when a lot of other deals will be made. And the Philadelphia Eagles very well may have another trick or two up their sleeve this week in terms of a deal for a veteran player that's out there. Their general manager, Howie Roseman, always scouring, looking, searching for that next deal. And it wouldn't be a surprise to see him pull off another trade aside from the A.J. Brown trade this upcoming week. They have been talking to the Vikings about Jonathan Grenard in the past. It seems like those talks have lost some steam. We'll see if there's another player out there that captures the Eagles' attention and they're able to pull that off. But for the time being, I think the Eagles and Patriots both have to operate as if a trade for A.J. Brown is likely to get done post-June 1. The Patriots will get the receiver that they've wanted, and the Eagles obviously have been preparing for this, trading for wide receiver Dontavian Wicks and signing wide receivers Hollywood Brown and Elijah Moore.
Thanks to Adam Schefter and, of course, ESPN and the show Get Up with Mike Greenberg. Listen, yeah, okay. A.J. Brown's good. Here's what Brett Kane of Altitude Radio said this morning on Altitude 92.5. I'm going to paraphrase. He said, A.J. Brown is a good player going to a already good team. But I'm really glad he's not coming to the Denver Broncos. I agree. He has too much baggage. And this could all, with an already shaky franchise due to the head coaching diddling or not diddling, nobody really knows, of an NFL reporter, it's already going to be a little shaky in that locker room. Okay? A little wobbly. And then you add in somebody that is notorious for having outbursts, questioning the coaching and the play calling, multiple trade requests, basic wide receiver diva behavior. Now you're adding that into that mess. And it could backfire on the Patriots. But it might be something that actually rejuvenates A.J. Brown, who his play has been somewhat, declining. And part of that is just probably not wanting to be where he was at. So this could rejuvenate him, give him a power burst. So, hey, it's interesting. If you're a Patriots fan, are you excited about A.J. Brown most likely coming to your team? To me, as a Broncos fan, it doesn't worry me if they add him or not. I'm not like, oh shit, now they're definitely going to be a problem. Ugh, no, I don't think so. I teased this at the beginning. Jaxon Smith-Njigba. I can never Njigba. JSN. How about that? He currently wears a size 10.5 cleat. And that was implemented by the Seattle Seahawks after it was discovered he was wearing a size 12 at Ohio State. This reduction of 1.5 shoe sizes is based on specialized foot scanning technology that helped fix chronic hamstring issues that he was experiencing in college. How in the fuck are you 1.5 shoe sizes too big? Why are you wearing that? Probably because it's some miscellaneous bullshit. Or maybe somebody's like, dude, it's so much more comfortable on your toes, or something dumb. But that's bizarre to me. Come on. I just saw that. I don't know how old that information is, but the fact that I just saw it, I don't recall hearing about this before. And that's just stupid to me. How do you, I'm all about, like, when I go to the foot store, whether I'm getting shoes or not, I like to stick my foot on that metal thing, that measures your feet, and be like, yep, still a size 12. Okay, I'm just saying, JSN, I got bigger feet than you. It means nothing. I'll tell you that much. Zip. The LA Dodgers are accusing the Rockies of cheating. This has got to be one of the dumbest fucking things, especially the more you look into this. Here's their catcher, Dalton Rushing, talking to the media after the second loss in a row to the Colorado Rockies.
I think it could have been a little bit of both sides. I think they had a good game plan as an opposing team, and maybe I pitched into their game plan as far as calling pitches. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's odd some of those hitters that do what they do. They go up there and they were only the first pitch that was thrown. So it's fishy.
Dude, come on, man. You just lost to the Rockies. How about this? The Colorado Rockies currently swing at the first pitch 38 or is it 36.4% of the time, leading the MLB. Dalton Rushing. It's called losing. Learn from it. Your entire MLB career has been with the Dodgers. Dodgers are a really good fucking team. But there's something to be said about a player that has experienced losing. just because, if you're not used to losing, you're going to sound like a little bitch like this. Well, they have to be cheating. That's fishy to me. Ugh. They swing on the first pitch. They're leading the MLB in first pitch swings. It's nothing new. Guess what? They average that. I was looking at, I only had like the last 3 years. They're in the, like, say, top 5, if not top 3 in first pitch swings in the MLB. It's nothing new, you dumb fuck. It's just that the Rockies beat you. Now, the same 2 teams play again tonight in the best of 4 series. And it'd be nice if the Rockies, go ahead and take the series and shut that fucking sore-ass loser up. My God, you can't be a bitch like that. I don't know. I'd be pissed if I was his teammate. Be like, dude, come on, man. They just beat us. Shut the fuck up. God, what a dumb. I'm sorry. Sorry. It just irritates me. You lost, and now you're just like, oh, they must be cheating. Yeah, no, they won. They won. Listen, the Rockies, I said it on March 1st. The Rockies are a much different team this year. And I think they're going to be well above 500, and they're going to be making a push for the playoffs by the end of the season. So get used to it, Dodgers. Mostly Dalton Rushing. I think everybody else on the Dodgers is like, yeah, they just beat us. And Dalton's just like, I'm a big pussy. God, just so annoying. Learn how to lose, you piece of shit. God. Oh, good stuff. So I was talking to Rob, a listener of the show. I think it was yesterday. He came up to me and he's like, DeHuff, so does the Storms Brothers junk removal, do they handle stuff for, like, say, construction materials and office stuff? I was like, yeah, they do it all. They do, whether it's residential or, commercial stuff, it doesn't matter. You got junk, they're going to take it. It's pretty cool. So he's supposed to be contacting them today to get that free quote. If you want to get a free quote because you got a bunch of junk around the house, office, or work site, you need to contact Storms Bros Junk Removal right now. Go to stormsbrothersjunk.com. Get that free quote. And then before you know it, you can set something up, have them out, and they'll get rid of all that junk for you. It's really cool. And trust me, I get it. I think we all get it. Junk piles up. Before you know it, you're like, oh my God, this got out of hand. And we're in the middle of spring cleaning, and that just kind of hits you, it blindsides you. You're like, oh no. Well, guess what? Get rid of that stress and let Storms Brothers Junk Removal get rid of the mess, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. And whether it's couches, sofas, futons, mattresses, box springs, appliances, electronics, maybe you got a bunch of drywall, wood, construction materials, yard waste, or warehouse, clearing out, stuff like that. Or like Rob, he has, I think it's an office that he was saying with construction stuff. They can do it. They can do it all. So you got to go ahead, contact Storms Brothers right now. Go to stormsbrothersjunk.com. Get that free quote. Again, stormsbrothersjunk.com. Or you can give them a call, 303-736-9404. 303-736-9404. It's Storms Brothers Junk Removal. Put your junk in our trunk. I was talking about this. You got the NBA end of season awards. NBA MVP finalists are SGA, Nikola Jokic, and Wemby. It's really fascinating to see people talk about who should get it. I still have yet to hear somebody make a good case for SGA. I mean, he barely has more points per game than Jokic. Jokic averages a triple-double which he led the league in rebounds and led the league in assists. The fuck, man? He's all over the place, dominating, lifting his team. And SGA is a foul baiter. Come on. Wemby, there's a lot of people making a case for that. Here's what's funny. If Wemby got it over Jokic and SGA, I think I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't be happy about it. If SGA won it, I'd be pissed. But ultimately, it's got to be Jokic. Come on. Jokic seems like the obvious one. And SGA really is just benefiting from having a really, really good overall team around him. He's not making that team better. He's just on a really good team. And it's bizarre to me. I don't fucking get it. SGA, if you win it, fuck you. Don't give a shit about you. And somebody was saying like, yeah, sure. Joker's having another historic year, but SGA's on a better team, so he deserves it. That doesn't make fucking any sense to me. Jokic is having an MVP year, and part of the things that is making him have an MVP year is that like look at assists. He's leading the league in assists, which means he's a valuable player to his team, and he helps uplift his team by dispersing the ball and isn't just constantly shooting the ball. He has a better field goal percentage, three-pointer percentage than SG. All that shit. It makes no fucking sense to me. But whatever, I guess. And then the six-man award, the finalists are, well, I'll just tell you this. The only one I care about. Tim Hardaway Jr. is on that list, one of three. And I would love that. All season long, the players in the locker room, David Adelman himself, too, the head coach of the Nuggets, they all say the same thing at like every single press conference. If Tim Hardaway was playing, they just like, wow, he's just, like Adelman always is saying this. Anytime he wants to shoot it, I'm all for it. Because he believes without a doubt that he will make the shot. It is really cool. So I hope Tim Hardaway Jr. gets that award. He deserves it. And then clutch player finalists. This is a good one. Jamal Murray's in there. SGA. And Anthony Edwards. Again, another moment where if Anthony Edwards won it, I wouldn't be too upset. I ultimately want Jamal Murray to win it because I feel he deserves it. But SGA, fuck you. God, man. I think he is the most overhyped player in the fucking league. Just can't fucking stand SGA. Put him on another team. See how well he does. And he does it. I don't even think he does that well he does okay. I shouldn't say okay. He does good. He does good. But he doesn't even fucking pass the ball. He's like ranked 106, something like that for assists and rebounds and shit like that. He's terrible. Terrible. Pooey. Don't like him. Not one goddamn bit. Anyway, we'll see. Enough of my SGA hate. The Nuggets did beat the Timberwolves in Game 1. Game 2 is going to be tonight. Here's Jamal Murray. He said something that I really liked after Game 1, after the Nuggets beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I just go there and play, and whoever's in the game is in the game. I know I'm going to get blitzed if Jokic's on the floor. And after that, I just hoop. I try not to overthink. I feel like there's so many different things that can factor in different ways. But when I just put my mind to doing what I do and what I know how to do the best, that I've been doing for almost 30 years, then There's not much thinking that goes on. I just go out there and play my game.
So here's what's funny. We talk about, give SGA as being a foul baiter. So all these Timberwolves fans are saying, and even their head coach was like, it's a little odd that Jamal, had 16 free throw attempts, which he made all 16. It's not like on a regular basis. And two, you go back, watch the game, it didn't seem like he was sitting there flopping around like a goddamn fish. No. Woo! That's not Jamal's game. He goes out there and hoops, just like he fucking said. That's his jam. If you foul him, you foul him. If the refs were leaning towards the Nuggets for some fucking reason, when you watch Jamal play, it's not like he's the one trying to set that tone of, I better get fouled. No. And meaning he's not flopping. So, come on, man. You got Timberwolves fans are starting to sound like that Dodgers catcher. Like, something fishy is going on. But anyway, going back to Jamal, that's, he had 17 free throws or 16. SGA had 17 against the Suns after the Thunder just destroyed the Suns the other night on Sunday night. They play on Tuesday. But again, that's SGA. You look at the stats, like SGA is not a huge part of that. It was a very well dispersed game as far as everybody contributed. He went to the line. He had, I think it was, maybe he had 17 points. Or no, he was 15 of 17, I believe. So 15 of his, 30 points was from the foul line. So it's like, that's his game. That's his game. But whatever. Whatever. God dang. This is me hating on SGA. The Colorado Avalanche took game 1 against the Kings. Game 2 is tomorrow, Tuesday. It was a tight one. It should have been 3-1. There was a controversial. It could go either way. Bednar thinks that the disallowed goal in his mind, it should have been allowed. Here's the thing. You just got to fucking move on. I know the media really is trying to push. Ooh, let's keep asking. They asked them like three or four questions revolving around that goal. At the end of the day, you just have to fucking move on. If you sit there and get pissed off that they overturned a goal for the Avs, you're just going to fuck up the rest of your game. That shit happens. It's interpretation. Got to move on. And they did. They won 2-1. And those guys will play again on Tuesday night. And they're going to be at Ball Arena. And expect it to be a close one. I'm listening to Bednar after the game, and he's saying the same thing. It's when you play the Kings, it's going to be a tight game. It will be interesting to see who the Avs stick between the pipes. Wedgwood did great. We'll see if they do it again. There's talk, will they go back and forth between the two Woods, type of thing. But who knows? The Avs have a really good situation when it comes to goaltending. They got two really good ones. So I don't know what the best option would be in that situation. Would it be best to alternate, or would you rather go 2 or 3 games with the same guy and then put the next guy in for 2 or 3 games and do it that way? I don't know. Goalie is such a difficult position in sports in general, so we'll see. But it's a very exciting time right now in Colorado sports. We had a great weekend in the Denver area. We had the Colorado Rapids taking on Lionel Messi's team, and they filled up Mile High Stadium with like 75,000 people. The Rapids lost, but who gives a shit? I guess it was a really good game. I think the final score was 3-2, which is a lot of goals in soccer. So you had that going on. You had the Rockies taking on the Dodgers. And over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the Rockies beat the Dodgers. You had that going on. At Ball Arena, you had the Nuggets hosting the Timberwolves. And then you also had the Avalanche at Ball Arena hosting the Kings. And with the exception of the Rapids, everybody won. Like, what an exciting time. I mean, it was like insane. Hopefully, all the businesses around those stadiums and arenas have been booming. Hopefully, people are spending money down there because that's ultimately like if it helps boost the economy, that's really cool. But it's really neat too to see all this great sports content happening in the Denver area. And then later this week, we got the NFL draft. What will the Broncos do? Probably not much. We can get into some of that audio on Thursday. I cut up a bunch of sound from Sean Payton and George Payton talking about what their game plan is and what it has been and what their relationship is. We'll hear more from that later, probably on Wednesday. And it's a very exciting time. And it goes back to what I think not just me, but so many people have said. If the Rockies can be relevant, just relevant, that it changes not just like, oh, it's a lot more fun. The entire vibe, the atmosphere changes. The positivity that goes through this state is going through the roof. It's really cool. Really cool. And I hope the Rockies continue to find success. Because ultimately, I want to throw out a first pitch. And I think, since I said that on March 1st, I have it pinned on my Twitter account at DeHuff Podcast. At DeHuff, my personal one. I feel like I'm a shoo-in to get something maybe mid-June. I don't know. Guys, before things get really intense, I feel like I should be throwing out a first pitch. What's it got to take? I know what I need to do. Gosh darn it, I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I need to make a hype video of me throwing out a pitch. Don't you think? Is that what we got to do? I mean, I have access to baseball fields. I think I need to do that. I don't know when I'll do it, but I think I need to. Maybe I'll just go do one by myself and I'll be like throwing at like beer cans or something. I don't know. I think that could be fun. And just like, a bunch of jump cuts, some, effects going on. And it's me like, tossing a ball, spinning it. And then, then it's a scene where I'm like holding the glove on the mound. And then I'm just like chucking it down there. And then get a close up of like a catcher's glove with some dust on it. That would be awesome. And I'd be like, you're next, Coors Field. Call me. Okay, give me a call. Probably won't happen. Forget about it. Anyway, I think that would be fun. Come on, let's start a petition. Change.org. Somebody's going to do that. It'll be like 5 people sign up. And it'll be all from my family. That's fine. Anyway, that's it from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. I couldn't say studios for a second. Like studios. Anyway, check them out at Storms Bros. Go to Storms. Oh, my God. StormsBrothersJunk.com and get that free evaluation, free quote. They'll come out there and get rid of all that junk for you. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day. I'm sorry. I was bouncing all over the place. I was like one of them bouncy balls. That's what it was. Have an amazing day. Let's keep moving forward. I'll talk to you next time.